All right, guys, the Ballroom9ja podcast is back, and it promises to be better and better this time. We promise to drop episodes by episodes. My name is Diana Basiomo, and I'm your host. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with two current champions, King of England, and I have number one, Mr. Nicholas. Mr. Nicholas, you're welcome back on the show.
Thank you very much for having the champions of the 2025-2026 season, the Arsenals.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And he wasn't alone today. He did not come alone. He's also here with Mr. Ken, who has always been a regular on the podcast. Mr. Ken, good to have you back.
It's good to be back on the show. Good to be back on the show. Champions, we are EPL champions 2025-2026 season, Arsenal for life.
Of course, I can see smiles on your faces.
Definitely.
And I didn't want Arsenal fans to just overhype themselves today. I brought someone that is going to cause a little bit of trouble, and he's making his debut appearance on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ime is in the house.
Thank you, guys.
Former world champions.
Very happy to be here.
And of course, it's not former world champions; it's
World
current
champions.
Pardon
world
me,
champions.
Pardon me, please.
So of course we have local champions and world champions. So we're just going to dive in straight because we don't want to take a lot of time. So I'll start with you, Mr. Nicholas. Prior to the last weeks of the Premier League season ending, it was a very tense atmosphere, matches by matches.
Indeed, it was.
But I'm pretty sure, even with the hope, you're very sure that okay, Arsenal is going to get this. But there were some tense feelings. How was the last weeks, especially the draw that Man City had with Bournemouth, and then it's declared Arsenal the champions. Can you express how was your feelings that period?
Okay, I really had believed that Arsenal was going to win the league, but after a little stutter in April, where we had several losses with Southampton, to Man City, and Bournemouth, we all had this fear factor that, hey, Man City is going to come, they're going to bottle the league. But when you looked at Man City's last 5 games, they had Bournemouth, they had Everton, they had Brentford, they had Aston Villa, good teams struggling to get into Europe. And Arsenal facing the likes of Burnley, West Ham, I think Newcastle, and one other team like that. It was always clear that Arsenal had the good race for the final game. So yeah, when they had a 3-3 draw with Everton, I knew from there on that it's a game for Arsenal to win. And there we had it. But then the nail on the head was when Krupi scored that first goal in the 30-something minutes of that match. And I was very, very excited. I know that time I had 3 neighbors of mine who were Arsenal fans, my landlord and the like. So we all celebrated that night, and it was a thing of joy. We all had fun, and yeah, Arsenal became champions. 20 years running. Yeah, we are
Congratulations.
champions. Yeah, thank you very much. And definitely next season we're going to come stronger. Yes, definitely.
Mr. Ken, how was your emotions on the last days? Yeah.
Man, I felt so emotional that I had to cry.
Oh,
Do you know that moment? Do you know that point you're watching match, you're having your heart pounding very fast?
Seriously.
Because when something happens 3 times, like going second over and over,
Sure,
you're going online, you're in the banker, they'll bottle the league stuff, their babies, Netflix,
You know, mentality monsters.
Yes, it goes on, it keeps repeating. But seeing this lad crossing the line was a joy to behold. 22 years. Do you know how much I've been insulted?
Oh, yeah.
My DM people banter me, gaslight me. My cousin even tell me how far I'll go to this league. I'll say, don't worry, it's me. I'll reply you.
Yeah, that's all.
So I felt that joy that finally, and the match against Everton, it was much I was watching in the house because I had my Arsenal friend came and we were watching the match. And when Beto, there was one chance Beto missed, I was like, almost score now. I be Everton fan, score. The match ended 0 first half. We came back, they scored when the back pass scored, the rest of the team about. I was saying, ref, end this match before you see 3-3. They could have scored, I said, that happen. Okay, well, let's hold these 2 points, very vital points. They will still come and tell, don't worry, Man City is going to pick their form, going to score. I was like, God, when? But we are saying, okay, let's hold these 2 points. Bad as a bad, goal difference will come in. We started counting the mathematics. We are 1 point goal difference. At the end of the day, we were able to cross the line. So happy.
So, Mr. Nicholas, what do you think Arteta did right this time around that the trophy came home?
Well, I think Arteta listened to some of his players, like Izzy, towards the last part of the season, I think what was on the media was Eze told him, allow us rest, allow us express ourselves. And that's what he did. You know, most of this thing will come at Arsenal as low block, trying to choke Arsenal play and everything, and then counter attack and the likes. But then the resilience was there. Arsenal had a lot of injuries going through the season, but towards the end of the season, these players started coming in. I think he saw his mistake from last season and he tried to balance it up, signing players, 2 players or 3 in each role, signing players who could play different roles for a particular one player play multiple roles. The likes of Tima can play right back, can play center back, can still play left back. At some point, play the midfield. So those kind of players were what he signed in Nkapie, who could play center back, play right back. Madueke can play both left and right. Left and right, yeah. And the likes of Dorman improved him, the young guy coming in. So I think he learned from his mistake last season and he worked around it to make it work this season. If you observe Arteta at some point, he's always too scared to take that bold decision. But when those quality players came in and they were a little bit following the instruction of the coach, I think at some point you just have to let it just happen. Anything that happens. But thank God it came out positive and on the other side. But yeah, I think he learned from his mistake last season and he tried to sign those players to balance up those roles. So that's why Arsenal's injury didn't even come out like it should. Arsenal's injury list is second to Tottenham Hotspur this season. Last season it was second to Brighton. We had these injury records also. Odegaard didn't play consistently this season. Saka didn't play. The likes of Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Trossard, and the likes, they all had their injury spell. Calafiori, Nkapie, they have the injury records and everything. But those backup came in and they were really holding on for the Arsenal team. I think that's what Arsenal did this season, and I think next season we go on from there.
Okay, so it's safe to say that there are people that are called can be said to be that, okay, these people deserve to be winners. There are some they say they didn't deserve to be winners. Mr. Ime, what category do you think Arsenal belong to?
First of all, banter aside, I came in the first time we met coming in. I told you guys that I'm happy with Arteta, what he did. Now, he knew that good football is okay for the fans. Mm-hmm. But you now realize that you need to win.
Yeah.
So you actually had to pause that part. So when people are criticizing the set pieces, long throw, just know that this man is actually there this time around.
Definitely.
He wants to win. So I really appreciated him for that. But be that as it may, right? Some of the tactics and the gameplay, they were too negative for my own liking. I get the fact that you've been there for 5 years.
It's always Arsenal, negative. Always Arsenal.
But it didn't look like a big club playing. It didn't sound like.
Arsenal a big club?
You've won the league.
Is Arsenal a big club?
You've won the league.
Is Arsenal a big club?
I
want to hear say it out to the mic.
I'm not saying you're not a big club.
Is Arsenal a big club?
You are a big club.
One of the big clubs. No, is Arsenal a big club?
One of the big clubs.
There's no argument on that. It's a big club. Continue, please.
The thing there is, I expected maybe at the end of the season, in terms of the individual prizes given out, you could see that because of the kind of football you played, you couldn't have a consistent person. I understand the injuries, but when someone is injured, it's expected that the next available person should step up. But at the end of the season, to me, it's very embarrassing that Arsenal didn't have someone that would say, oh, this is the person that actually pushed this team.
Football is a team play.
It's a team play,
yes.
But if you check last season,
and if you check Arsenal record over time, you've not seen an Arsenal player having the highest goal scorer. It's a team play. The likes of Odegaard scored 10, this one scored 5, this one scored. It's a collective thing.
But over time, the winners of the Premier League always have someone, either highest goal scorer or the one topping the assist ranking.
Okay, what's happening this season?
Who in Arsenal is in any of these?
That's what I'm saying.
Gyökeres came in 4th, if I'm not mistaken, 4th or 5th, with 14.
That's what I'm saying. It's not,
and like I said, Arsenal is a team play. Not we don't try.
You can't just say team play. That means you're trying to say that the rest of the
who's the best player in Barcelona?
We are not going to Barcelona.
No, I want to give you an instance.
It's of course the young man. I think Yamal.
What happens to Lewandowski? What happens to Pedri?
Lewandowski.
What happens to Rafinha?
You're leaving the
What I'm
the
saying is,
premise of
okay, who is the
Premier
best
League
player in
that
Bayern
you're talking
Munich? They have the likes
They
of.
have a lot of
Okay,
them.
let's-
Their
let's-
front
That's
three
my
are
point.
just
You don't allow one player to shine in
has
the team.
it always been.
In this season, would you say Haaland is the best
The
player?
winners, the previous winners.
The
previous winners of the Premier League, has it always been that none of them can be found in the top three of any of these categories?
it has-
the
it
highest
has.
goal.
It is irrelevant as it is.
No, let- let-
It's
let me
relevant.
come
You
in.
can't say it's not. It's
No,
not
let-
it's
To me,
let-
relevant.
Nicolas' opinion is irrelevant.
That's your opinion.
Fine,
But
it has never happened before.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's why people go say this Arsenal team are boring team.
They found a cheat code.
Yes,
There are laws, there are rules to the
they are
game.
used to it.
And they said,
So-
okay, there are rules. There's always a back door.
Yes.
Without the referee knowing that, oh, this thing is, before you recognize, say, oh, I don't use back door enter.
It's already-
I don't already carry it.
Yeah.
Ozil had the highest assist in one of those seasons, 20 assists.
Mhm.
We win the league then.
It doesn't, no.
In the league now.
Oh, who was the highest goal scorer in that season? I'm pretty sure it was between someone from either Chelsea, Manchester United,
when
or Liverpool.
Leicester had the league, who was the highest goal scorer? I don't think it was Verdi.
You saw what Vardy
But
did.
you see,
I don't
the
think-
goals
I
and
don't
Vardy-
think-
You are mentioning
I mean,
Vardy because you can
Remember,
remember.
I don't think it was
That's what I'm
Verdi.
saying. I
Vardy
think
was in
Vardy
his
is a
first
star
team.
boy. There should be someone that
We don't need a poster
Just
boy in
mention
Arsenal.
Vardy.
We don't need that.
You already have a poster
Arsenal is
boy.
a family.
The fact is,
You already
Arsenal
have a
is
poster boy.
Arsenal is a family. I
Yeah,
actually
of
understand
course.
what
You
you're
already
saying.
have a poster boy.
Every team
Poster boy, don't
that has
worry.
won that player, there's always this outstanding player.
sure.
That's why during Man City's time, we have Phil Foden winning it. We
Yeah.
have Haaland.
There was a
winning
time
it.
Sterling was just
Sterling
getting
was
the
winning,
but
goals.
De Bruyne-
At this point now, like he said, you said Arteta had to do for the cheating code. See, we don't need so much by standing. We've gone for this trophy for the past.
And we've
this
tried
season.
everything we are
We've tried
supposed to.
everything we're supposed to do. It's not working. So now let's see the way we can get it. So people said this team is so boring. That's why once Arsenal scores you one, you know it is over. Because they're going to play that low block. They're going to block. Like you said, a big club.
PSG played low block against Bayern.
It's
Was
not,
that a big club?
see, a big club,
What's
like
the
you said.
problem?
One of the big clubs.
Played low blocks.
Okay, one of the-
low block against Arsenal in the
Arsenal
first
must play
leg.
low block against Arsenal. First leg, you saw it.
Arsenal is one of, but is it low block they played to win the final you guys lost?
Which finals is that? Semi-finals.
No.
Against Carabao Cup finals.
Carabao Cup final.
That was a tactical masterclass.
Yes.
Nobody played low
that was
block.
a bait.
Nobody played low block.
That was a bait to make Man City feel like they can win everything.
What do you mean?
And they don't start
What
on
do you mean
that.
bait?
You can't say that about
They say that about it.
I did say
It doesn't come to bait. Please.
has
See,
this
the
mindset
fact-
of always
see,
want to win
The
and not a
fact,
good loser.
the fact is that I was happy that Man City won that match because it was an eye opener for Arteta to learn one or two things.
Which he did.
Which he did because Pep came out with 4-man pressing.
Second half.
Second half, that's what changed the match. 4-man, knowing that Kepa is not good from playing at the back because I know it was right on the goalpost.
That's
Arsenal
why I
were
said
taking
that was
advantage
a
of it.
tactical masterclass. He
So
saw
what
it.
I'm yes, so this Arsenal team that won this club, anybody can go ahead and say what they want to say. But at the end of the day, still call us champions. We played the boring football. The main thing was the important 3 points, which we got.
Of course, I said my
Simple.
congratulations. So now, what should Arteta continue doing, or what is he doing, or what should he continue doing? Now, Pep is no longer in EPL. He's no longer in his dominance. That's the end of his dominance, right? What does he have to do to start his own dominance? Because of course, it's his era now.
Yes, first of all, Arteta has to do a whole lot. A whole lot. First, winning the EPL doesn't mean you relax. We saw Slot doing that. After he won the EPL, he went out and signed a lot of players, and we were scared. They've gotten his circle, they've gotten vet. Arteta needs to bring in more players.
Quality.
Quality ones, not bench
That
players.
can fit
Quality
into
ones.
the Arsenal
If it
pattern.
means you selling Martinelli, sell Martinelli, go and get a good player that will come in. You're very sure this one is going to come in, it's going to improve the team. Get it. I told Ime something off camera. I told Ime, we've played the boring football to win the league. Now
Now it's time to play the football.
The football.
The Arteta kind
The
of football.
Arteta kind of football.
Arteta ball.
Right now, there is no pressure.
Arteta ball.
There is no pressure.
We hope to see this.
Once, because I know
This pressing thing you guys talked about, Arteta started that thing in England.
Started what?
The pressing football.
So what was
Front
Klopp
line
doing?
press.
Klopp
What was Klopp doing before?
compared
Arteta?
to
I think
You
Klopp
can't
actually
compare.
brought
He
that to
started
England.
changing pressing.
changing
Started
pressing.
it. The changing pressing from Germany. He brought it to England. You can't compare
think
the
Klopp
pressing
brought
of
that.
Liverpool.
As at
with
the
what
time he came,
Arsenal did.
Arteta was not in Arsenal yet.
Arsenal was a complete set in terms of pressing. They press from the back, build everything up, and you come back, they soak it up and bring it out.
There's a difference between packing the bus pressing and what you are saying.
When you say packing
you don't
the
make,
bus,
you
what
don't
do you
make
See,
Like
every
backing the
game
balls in
has
that
two
10 men,
tactics.
you always 10 men behind the ball.
And Chelsea don't play 10 men behind the ball.
Like, you see, what I'm trying
Has
to make
Chelsea
you
ever
understand.
played 10 men against the ball
I
before?
accept that we
Did
do
they
that.
win any
but
trophy?
You know what? See, the
Lots
thing
of
is,
trophy. This is
we
your
won
point.
lots of
So why is
trophies,
that,
and we were
was that a problem to
criticized.
Chelsea then?
You don't want to
If that
accept
wasn't a
it.
problem to Chelsea, why is it a problem now when
I
Arsenal
want
is
you
doing
to
that?
accept only.
But do you know this?
What? Are we not owning it?
But do you know this pack the balls is not today started though.
Mourinho is the
Jose
legend of
Mourinho
that.
is
It
the
has
legend of
always
this.
been a
criticized.
strategy.
The difference
We were
between
Has always been a
criticized then.
strategy. Has
Everybody
own
wanted
play.
to kill us.
Arsenal
But you guys,
and
you guys
and
won
they are
trophies. We
scored
play in that
more
same
goals in
pattern.
England.
You didn't want to understand it then that the important thing is winning the trophy.
But was it not the same packing balls that you guys complained of when Mourinho was at
That's what I'm
Chelsea?
saying.
You guys complained of it.
You know
Now you now see the usefulness of packing the balls.
You know, say-
and there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
we got a coach who could do it better. What do you mean better?
Okay, let me
better
come
would
on.
drive any coach currently that can pack balls as Mourinho can. Nobody, absolutely nobody. He's going to Madrid next season. Let's see how
Diego Simeone does that now.
Legend. That one is in a class of its own. So what I'm saying is Arteta got this knowledge from these guys. The likes of Simeone, the likes of what's the name, Mourinho, the pack boss thing. Mm-hmm. Then that flair pattern from Arteta from Pep, blended everything and gave us a beautiful football. If you want both sides of Arteta, he gives it to you.
He gives it to you.
Depending on how you want to come.
That's just it.
So let's not even drag that. Arteta has won the league. They are champions.
Flower.
That's the flower. Give
Yes.
it to him and let's move on. There's no need trying to debate with Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Let's move on, please. And we've said our
Next
congratulations.
season, yes.
Thank you very much.
Now,
Now,
you can't hear, say it again. Make it loud.
it has to come from now. Pep has gone, right?
Right?
Man City, he has succeeded in making Man City a big club,
Sure.
right? To be amongst the elite clubs. Now, what we're already hearing that is Maresca that is going to replace him. That is a very big shoe to fill. What does Maresca have to do to still meet up to maybe more than the Pep standard? Because of course we know it's going to be very difficult for him. He has just little experience, right? The kind of experience that Guardiola came with and the respect he had that players had for him, right? Do you think Maresca would be able to get that kind of respect? Would he be able to stamp his own philosophy? Because it might look like it's a similar philosophy, but he has his own ideas. Will he be able to stamp that and still be competitive as Guardiola was?
Well, first of all, I think Maresca knows the culture of Manchester City.
Definitely.
He's been there with them. He was an assistant to Pep.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a different ballgame,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have to understand that what Pep has achieved, I don't think we should undermine it to say that some other person will come and better that.
Yeah,
I'm
that would
looking
be a
at-
very difficult thing.
Definitely.
Mhm.
I'm looking at Maresca coming in with Maresca's own.
Mhm.
You should not come in trying to make it look as if, oh, Pep has gone, but Pep still has to be here. You know that the football pattern might be similar. But I'm looking at the first season. I'm looking at him maintaining what is on ground in terms of personnel. They have many players in different positions, like you know. So bringing in so many players will not work for him. Already at the back, because of injuries this season, we didn't really see Ruben Diaz, we didn't see Josco Vado. Now you don't need to bring in more people. You just need to tweak one or two things. Already you have a robot in Haaland. So everything has, anything that goes forward.
Low battery, please charge.
You understand? So in terms of winning trophies, I think the structure is there already.
Okay.
I don't see Man City going to next season and at the end they don't win anything.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So I'm looking at Maresca. I know he betrayed us at Chelsea 100%.
Wow.
Because he left knowing that he would get this job. But I wish him the best.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he might be able to be that successful. But he will never be better than Pep Guardiola.
Okay. So in my opinion, right, I feel like what Pep was trying to do when he saw that Arteta is becoming a threat, right? There was a lot of physicality in the Arsenal team. And he started signing, I think recent signings of Pep Guardiola has been less of technical, more of physical.
Yeah.
If if they put Joao Pedro for 150, if you say Baka go buy,
Who go buy first?
that is what I'm saying. That if Chelsea say they don't want
You
to
have
sell,
what?
they'll put a price tag that you just go. Already they said Deco came. Deco has gone back to Spain.
Yes, he has
did
been
not
there for a
succeed.
while now.
He did not succeed.
You
So
may
maybe
not
you have
know.
to.
You may
No,
not
that is
know.
what they said. He did not succeed. So unless they go and have, and if there is no verbal agreement, this first
Sure,
contact,
sure.
go happen. And funny thing is, if anybody wants to leave, anybody that we want, or the person wants to leave, it's better the person goes now, because I have a feeling that Alonso has some of these good players in mind, and if he becomes top coach that he is, he will talk to you, go calm down. You get, but if you won't go, if he still go, but if he talks to the likes of Enzo, I'm very sure Enzo will not want to go. Joao Pedro will not want to go, right? So it's safe to say that Chelsea are restarting another review process.
I like that statement.
Okay,
There's
so
another
we're already talking about Barcelona, right? Let's go to it's beginning to look like Barcelona wants to start to dominate again. And now Real Madrid have seen that and I said, no, this thing not gonna happen. It don't happen like this before. We brought in this man, and this man, they brought back Mourinho now, right? Now, that team is also very chaotic. I'm not going to lie. That is probably the reason why they've not won any trophy. And we know them that they are people that Champions League used to be their thing. But the way they are leaving Champions League for the past 2 seasons, right, has been very bad, very embarrassing. The way the format is. Okay, where they suppose they give them small boys, where they but I feel like their challenge is not just the Champions League. Their challenge is that Barca is beginning to dominate, and they want to stop that. That is why they brought back Mourinho. What do you people think Mourinho has to do? Because a lot of ego there. Vinicius no one go anywhere. He won't be main man. Mbappe, he will tell Mbappe, say, you can't meet me for here now. Now we there.
Well, at the moment, Mourinho is just the best coach for Madrid. The fact that he has coached that team before, he understands the tradition, understands the principle. Bigger egos, yes.
Bigger egos.
No fact about that. He's coming as an elderly man, coming to talk to these boys. Yes, being in this age.
But does he still have the energy? Because club left because energy finished. Guardiola is leaving because, according to him, energy safe. That man, the energy he had before, right? Or is he coming with a team of people that will be doing the work while he's just managing?
Mourinho is a psychologist. Like, he has that mental kind of this thing. He knows how to handle the media, knows how to handle his player. When he went forward to this thing, what's it called? Fenerbahce, he had this issue with one of the players where the thing it was against Madrid or so, one of those things where the player insulted, is it Vinicius Junior?
Mm-hmm.
Benfica, right?
Yeah,
Benfica. The way he handled that issue, he didn't escalate to a very serious. Yeah, he knew Madrid was home.
Mm-hmm.
Benfica was where he's currently at. He knew how to manage those things. So Mourinho had that mindset and can manage those kind of scenario. Mourinho has handled bigger players. The likes of Ronaldo was a big player too now. The likes of Ozil and the likes. He had handled those kind of players. So going to Madrid had lost that team play kind of thing. In Chelsea, Mourinho built that monster in few players. This is your duty. Delegated assignment to them. You understand what they were meant to do. You don't go beyond this place. Stay here. Do this one. He's a tactician. He was the master that came in during the era of the 2000 era. He was that coach that came in without flair when he won with FC Porto, I think 2004, thereabouts. From there, Mourinho came to Chelsea. That dominance became both players and everything. So he's going to Madrid not to go and look anybody and be scared of anybody. You will go there with that pride. Who you be? I'm a very.
You go to England, you have Carrick, Man United, Arsenal, Arteta, Chelsea, Alonso. But when they actually wanted to try something like that with Alonso, they didn't even give him time. That's why I'm even thinking you might be surprised if Mourinho doesn't work, they might go for Ancelotti. Mm-hmm. Now they keep believing that they need big men like this, these managers like this. So I'm worried for them. In the next 5 years, will they still be a Mourinho still managing at Madrid? Will they still be looking up to Ancelotti? We don't have this kind of coaches again. We don't have this kind of managers again. So I think this should be like an experiment. They need to move on.
Okay.
They need to like embrace the new set of coaches we have around. Because Barcelona,
But would that not mean that they will have to stop buying ego? Because the young coaches that are coming up right now, most of them cannot control the ego. Because I feel like if Alonso had his kind of players, right? Madrid don't give you your players; they give you star players, right? Ego, achievement, winning mentality, right? And some of them might not be very okay with your ideas. So do you think that if Madrid wants to go that route that you're talking about, they will need to be mindful of the kind of players they sign in order to build a team again?
Balance the team. Well, I'm thinking that when a player has so much power, it's not just about himself. It's from the ownership.
Okay, they're giving that power to the player.
I think Florentino Perez has given these players this too much power.
Yeah.
Because if I don't think like an Mbappe being at Manchester City under Pep, you understand?
You will not listen to Pep.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think the management, like the ownership, they need to clamp down on how the power they are giving to the players. A player cannot. I repeat, a player cannot be bigger than the football club, cannot be bigger than his manager, his coach. So when you're actually making Vinicius Junior look, you need to ask me first if I want to leave the pitch for another person to come in. It doesn't make sense. So they need to tone down on those issues. If not so, they will keep going back to Mourinho and Ancelotti. Yeah. You might be shocked. They might even go
if
for.
If you go back, Benitez still available. They never retired.
Benitez
went there and it did not work well for him.
So you have to tone down. Other clubs that have done it. Okay, this Barcelona we are talking about, who are they using? It's from the academy.
No big name you can even call.
It's from the academy. How are they competing with these guys?
Yeah.
So it's not
and that's why it has worked for them.
It has worked for them over time. It's not about spending money.
Every club has their philosophy.
Of course.
Yeah. Chelsea's success wasn't from the academy. They brought in known players.
Sure.
Liverpool's success is not from the academy. Yeah. Likewise, Man City. Arsenal had a little touch of academy, but they left it. Every club has their own philosophy. Madrid will never use the academy. The only few players they use from the academy, I think, is this Luis Garcia or something. Very few of them recently. Most recently, So,
and I think it's because they didn't get to buy someone.
And they were trying to tone down on their expenses because they had this ball with their this thing. FFP wasn't really affect La Liga team like the English settings. That's why I see the likes of PSG buying a lot of 100 million players and the like. So they will not have those problems. So what I'm saying is, Madrid has their own philosophy. They want to buy known big players. Just like they went for this Hoytson from Bournemouth then, brought him to this Madrid boy, brought him to Madrid and everything. But injury plagued the season and wasn't really consistent. So they will not want to go for their academy boys. They want to get those main players and bring them in. So I think that's Madrid for you. And Mourinho has that mentality, like I said. He want to bring all those people, bring them to a ball. Let's sit down and discuss. And if this is my role, if you can't work my role, please leave the club. And that's Mourinho for you.
And he's going to be on the spotlight because when you handle Madrid,
he's not scared of it.
No, he's not scared of it.
Mourinho is not scared of spotlight, and he can handle Perez when it comes to that.
No, what I'm saying is spotlight. No, Madrid is a big name. So every weekend, what is Madrid playing? What they're playing compared to when it was the Portuguese league with Bell, it's only on Champions League.
Only on Champions League.
So I guess that's another point too. Like you rightly said, he's a coach that wants to come. He's going to stamp his authority first of all. This is what I want. This is what I want. All those ego will step down. All those Mbappe, Bellingham, all those Bellingham, rest of them, going to pop those ones down. And secondly, the only tax he has, just make sure he beats Barca in a Clasico.
I think that's
interesting. And a Clasico will be much fun now.
Much fun, understand? He's there, he's throwing his antic on the third line. Same with this one. Those rivalries going stuff. That's what we want. That's what we want in La Liga. Okay. So he's just the coach for now, the moment.
So just to wrap up this segment so that we can talk about the upcoming final.
The big one.
Who has been your best player in the EPL and who has been your worst player? I'll start with you, Nicholas.
Now, my best player, I think I'll give it to David Raya. I think he really tried. Has really tried for Arsenal. Over the past 3 seasons, he has won the best goalkeeper and had the most clean sheets in 3 seasons consecutively. And this season, you will want to agree with me that he has had a lot of quality saves, match-winning saves. One against Brighton, the one against think Man U had one spectacular save. He's had a lot. So he has coordinated that back line, positioned everywhere, played with the back line when they have this transition plan and everything. So I think for me, I'll give it to David Raya.
Your worst?
Yeah, I won't really want to paint out anybody for worse. But I think worse, would I say Florian Wirtz? Because it was
a lot of expectations.
Huge amount of money, 100 and something
expectation coming
into this team, and he has not even provided up to 5 goals of quality game time and everything. So, and he didn't really have an injury. Isak should be excused because he had injury plague.
Yes.
Yeah, Kesike did a lot good too to City, Liverpool. Then when you want to go to Newcastle, you can maybe talk about this Congolese Wissa. I think he also had the bad season.
He lost.
After the anger, forced himself out of Brentford.
But he went with injury. Well, let's pardon him for that too.
Okay. Well, so Mr. Ken, your best, your worst.
Do I even have a worst player in EPL?
I am.
He said Raya, but I will also call Gabriel Magalhaes.
Okay.
That's one man that put his heart into defense. He has saved Arsenal. Like we are saying off camera, he's that defender that is ready to die for you.
It's always there at the right.
He was always there at the right time. He go put body, put hand, put everything.
He has been a leader in that back line. I like how he tries to make sure everybody's on their toes.
He coordinates the back line.
Reminds me of.
I'm surprised he's not the captain.
Yes.
Arsenal has several captains for various occasions.
Okay.
Once Odegaard is not on field, you have I think Saka. Okay, if you don't have Saka, you either give it to Declan Rice or Gabriel. Gabriel used to be a captain even before Declan Rice came in. But the absence of this guy,
the way this Gabriel, the top pacing for head. If you do nonsense,
the one about
reminds me of Terry.
Rice will always want to beat you in the field.
Yeah. Exactly.
Rice had to get angry at the party.
Compared to the way Odegaard is. Right.
A gentleman.
Yeah. So I'll still go with what Nicolas said. I'll say that vet because when he was signed, like we talked about it, we probably was these German players.
We talked about it.
Would they be able to understand the physicality of this league, the way it is, and having coming with that one. There was a time we were calling 007 matches counting 010, all the rest of them.
It counts for a lot of other people scored.
So I feel he's the flop of the season for me because he came with a lot of expectation with the big money signing and the rest of them. At some point we are scared like Liverpool midfield or more vet this one. Understand?
Very fine.
To me, that's what it is.
Okay, my best player for the season. No. I'm not sentimental.
Okay.
I'll go with Bruno Fernandes.
Okay.
Why I'm going with Bruno Fernandes is that consistency. If you can check, Manchester United were in the position where they struggle with
consistency in the Premier League.
Consistency in giving assists.
Everything, yeah. No, not just that. Overall, now under
Mourinho carried the team.
Under Mourinho, he had to step back a bit from playing a number 10 role to play as a number 8. But it didn't really affect his game in terms of input.
No, he did though.
No, in terms of input, no.
Let him just give.
He was racking up. He started racking up the assists right from then.
Right from then. He has
this is his opinion.
No, you don't get my point.
I get your point, but
Manchester United.
I get your point. Under
I get what you are saying. I get what you were expecting that an Arsenal player will come in.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying an Arsenal player. Some other guy said, okay, he's going for Pedro of Chelsea, your striker. What's his name? That has 15 goals. Yeah, someone can say that is his player of the season based on the fact he came from Brighton and he's able to score 15 goals. If you go to Chelsea, most strikers has actually come in on their first season score 15 goals. If you going by that, it's different. But you're saying that Bruno
hasn't Bruno been the most creative?
Like, look at
season.
Okay, check out chances
created. What I'm saying under Amorim,
he was creating chances from the number 8.
He struggled, unlike under Carrick. That's what I'm trying to say.
But if he struggled under Amorim, how come he's getting the numbers?
Because they took him back to what he was playing.
He's consistent.
But
I'm talking about consistency.
If they took him back, Carrick just came tail end of the season, right? And everything started going well.
New manager bounce. We expected.
So you can't say that just because Carrick came, the guy started getting those numbers. It was not double figures, which means he was still giving these numbers.
No, it's fine.
Look at chances created. Look at chances
trophy, they
created.
tried. It's fine.
They
He has
won.
created.
Yes.
Look at
He
the chances
reached
he's
in your
created.
opinion about your
That's
worst
what I'm
player.
saying. They should just.
Your
My
worst
worst
player.
my worst player has to be Delap
Okay, of Chelsea.
of Chelsea, 100%.
Okay.
Because he's a young guy.
Okay.
I
Okay, he's
expected
young.
him to come in and try to learn.
He has
You know,
prospect from Ipswich now.
No, I know he was injured when he came in, blah, 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 but I've not seen that.
You know, call live here. We'll call.
I've not seen any way he's trying to improve. I'm even shocked he's a professional footballer.
Wow. You will not make it.
Okay, so in my opinion, without giving too much reasons why I'm picking, my best would be Raya. It's very for obvious reasons. And my worst, I'm not gonna lie, is that David Delap. The guy is a anytime they put Delap and Garnacho inside match,
Chelsea fans.
Chelsea players
You're
are
number 9. You're
in that
true 9.
pitch. There are 9 players in that pitch. So we'll wrap up with
UCL.
Arsenal, PSG.
Please say it very well.
Right. I don't know how else you want me to say it. Pride go kill these Arsenal people.
You are the pride of London now, Chelsea. Pride of London.
No,
No,
pride of
What,
London.
in your opinion, Nicholas and Ken,
Yeah.
what do Arsenal need to do very quickly to make sure that they come out Champions League winners on Saturday?
Get Timber back.
Okay.
Convert your chances.
Okay, so do you think if Timber is back, he hasn't played the last few games,
Like,
right?
is he fit?
You think he's going to just be put straight into the Champions League final?
He
You can't
will.
bring an unfit Timber to first
For what reason
Excuse me,
should Timber be
Hakimi has been injured for a couple of months, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
Likewise, Dembele, he got injured at the last game they played
Mhm.
2-3 weeks ago. They have not been playing also. So why are they going to come back and play?
Okay.
That's not the problem.
So Timber has not told you he's not training for a match or something.
Is he
Okay.
fit? Or you're just saying it out
That's
of
why I'm
you want
saying
him to
he asked
play.
the question, what do we need to do, right? I'm saying let us get Timber fit for Saturday.
Okay.
Once
So
we
with
have
Timber in
Timber,
the team,
our defense is good enough to go.
more balance.
Our midfield is good.
Big
Okay.
club.
We need to convert our chances as
I like that word, big club.
Big club.
Okay.
Depending on
Yes, Ken.
Yes. First of all, I want Arsenal to play free-flowing football. Don't give PSG over respect. You know, that's how you meet an opponent. You're just scared. You try to be very perfect, but you're making mistakes. Take your chances. PSG is going to also be scared of Arsenal. Like Vertina said, he said they played Arsenal last season and they knocked them out from semi-finals. You know, first of all, they had to play 2 times. They had the group stage, Arsenal won. And he was saying, but it's a different Arsenal. It's a different Champions League final, different PSG. So if Arsenal can take their chances, because football is not played on one half. First half, it might be for Arsenal. Second half, it might be for PSG. It does happen. But like I said, if Arsenal can take their chances, convert those chances into a goal, because once you're 1-0, it gives you a morale. You know that this place is definitely going to come out. Then you can hit them on counter.
Okay.
So that is just what
Ibe, do you think Arsenal stand a chance against PSG on Saturday?
Well, I don't think so. Not because of the banter. Look, what happened last season?
No.
The final. It was something shocking.
London
Coming up
forever.
against Inter Milan. Look, Italian teams, they are good defensively.
Okay.
But the way they beat them, like, look, we didn't expect
Don't
that.
ever compare Inter to Arsenal.
It's okay.
Look, this is PSG in the final. PSG did what they did last season. They struggled to move into the next round after the group phase.
They did the same thing last
The
season.
same thing happened this season.
Yeah.
When maybe we were thinking, okay, the Club World Cup, but on the later part from like quarterfinal, we finally saw that PSG win last season. So now, Arteta will be thinking, how would these guys come out? Will they come out all attack? Note, PSG will always give you chances. That's why I'm going with what Ken said. You have to take your chances against PSG.
I said that too, right?
So the thing is that Arsenal might be having this plan. Okay, let's go and score and pack the bus.
That's where you get it wrong.
Would you be able to soak up the pressure
That's
from
why they gave me
PSG?
Timber.
Another vital point you said that where he said we'll be able to.
Mbappe will kill.
Let me come. PSG are the best attacking team. They are the best attacking
And
team.
Arsenal are the best
And
defensive team.
Arsenal is the best defensive team. You look at numbers of goals they've conceded, you know they are also lacking in defense.
Sure, that's
Okay.
for sure.
You understand?
So-
So if we can, like we play them in Paris, 10-15 minutes that Donnarumma has to do the saves and the saves. You can go with the same energy. That 10, because Arsenal is very good at that 10-15 minutes pressing. They will press you. Understand? So like you said, if we're able to take our chances, trust me, we know that these people are good. Once we're able to cut off their wingers, you've won PSG. because I know Hakimi wants to play the inverted role, he wants to lap. That's what they play. They are 2 and 3. That's what they will do overlap.
And Nkapi will be there to chop them off.
And once, like you said, if we have a fit Timber, we have Nkapi, we have Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. On a good day, Arsenal can beat anything. Let's be very factual. On a good day,
rested Arsenal.
On a good day, Arsenal can be, but on a very worst day, you can hate the team.
Okay, so we'll wrap up now. You make your final predictions for Arsenal PSG final.
Well, without being biased, I think it's PSG 3 Arsenal.
Wow. PSG 3 Arsenal. Ken? Wow.
I think to end in a 1-0 win for Arsenal, because it's going to be a very tight.
Mr. Nicholas.
PSG will score, but Arsenal will win.
PSG will score.
So what's the
Arsenal will win.
Scoreline.
Scoreline is, I won't want to predict, but
are you not sure of your team?
I just said something.
Give them the number of
I said Arsenal will win, but PSG will score. What's the sentiment there?
It's probably go different of 1 goal.
Maybe.
All right, guys.
But I don't know who scores that much the way they scored there.
You are thinking you score 1 goal, then PSG will not score in the final.
No, that's why that's what he's saying.
I said PSG will score.
He said PSG will score, but Arsenal will win. I said it might be a 2-1, 3-1, but
say it right. PSG will score many goals.
PSG will not score many. That is why I'm asking for prediction. I need you to give me a number.
Without bias, I say
2-1, 2-0, 1-0, 0-0.
But you know your bias, right?
Whatever.
I'm not biased.
Give me a scoreline, Mr. Nicholas.
Okay, I'll say Arsenal will win 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
All right. So that is where we'll end the show. Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas. Thank you, Mr. Ken. Thank you, May, for having this first appearance with us. And for the viewers, I would like you to just look on your screen. You see subscribe, right? Just help us.
Click the like buttons too.
Subscribe, like, share. Right,
comments.
Subscribe, like, share, and you can also put your prediction
as well
on the comment section. Thank you. We'll be back for the
second. And also tell us who your best player is,
of course, for the season at the worst. Of course,
we
are going to say Delam, right? And who your decisive man is going to be on Saturday. Thank you, guys. We'll be back.